Hey, we're here. Hello, everyone. How are you going?
That was a bit of a
Yeah, why not?
bit
that
of a
was-
slack intro
Hey,
there.
everyone. It's Joe and
Michael
from Bullion Now, bullionnow.com.au. All that stuff that you know and love every single day of the week.
We're here. We're kicking goals or
It's
something.
live. We are live again.
We are live again.
We did it. We made it.
And we made it through to Friday. That was a fair effort this week.
Yes.
It's been a big one this week.
It has been big, and I haven't been here for a lot of it to witness it.
Yeah, I noticed you took off some time to work on your suntan.
Yes. Do I look a little less fluorescent?
I don't know. It's all the makeup you put on before we go on camera.
Here we go. That's only on the weekends, mate.
Is
Only
that
on
what
the
it is?
weekends. Yeah.
All good fun. What are we
Yeah.
doing today?
What are we doing? We've got we've got a special.
Yeah, we do.
We have a special. Not right now.
Absolutely.
Don't you go to the website just yet. And what else? Questions, comments, queries. We'll answer them.
We will.
We will make fun of Michael. That's what we do here. And no one ever makes fun of me because that never happens.
No, we're all too scared of you, mate.
Yeah. And what else? That's it, pretty much.
Bit of hot gossip out of the industry and that sort of
Hot
stuff.
gossip. Well, do tell.
Yeah, I'm making it up.
Oh, okay.
I'm still making it up. You're going to have to give me a minute.
Okay, fair enough.
No, it's. I mean, there's a few things happening around the traps.
Mm-hmm.
So we saw the launch of the Perth Mint Kangaroo this week.
Yes, let me show you the product that we had available on the day.
Yeah. Okay.
There it is, right there.
This is a Perth Mint. If you're watching, this is a subtle dig at you.
This is the amount of stock we had available on release day.
Yes. So if you hadn't guessed, we're getting a little frustrated with deliveries out of Perth Mint. So they seem to be quite happy to release their new items, and they sometimes even make them available in their own store over in Perth, but they don't ship them out to the retailers around the country in time for us to get them before the big release date. So we have people rolling up saying, "Oh, I'm here for my 2022 Kangaroo," or the Simpsons one they're releasing this month from Little Coin Shop. I know I got a lot of grief off that one. They're releasing a bullion coin. You know how they do the bullion coin in the card?
They're carded, yeah.
Yeah, they delayed the release on that until the middle of the month, and then they released it in the middle of the month, and they still haven't actually manufactured it or sent it out. Well, they may have manufactured it. I don't know that part of it, but they still haven't sent it out to the retailers, and so they're making this big song and dance, and we're looking like chumps because we can't get it and actually supply it. So
Get your stuff together, Perth Mint,
yeah,
please.
a bit of frustration from our side.
It's okay, it makes for a good live stream.
Yeah, no, I don't like whinging about companies because Perth Mint are a great company.
Yeah,
They really are.
yeah,
They produce some incredible products,
Uh-huh.
but their logistics is just letting them down a little bit at the moment.
A little bit. Lee Derby, hello from Buffalo, New York. G'day, Lee. And right under that, Seattle Silver. What time is it for you over here? It is 2:30 p.m. in the future
That is.
on Friday. So if you want to know what spot will be tomorrow for you, you can place a long or a short, and
right.
you'll make a mint.
So anyway, to bring us back to the Kangaroos just for a moment because we haven't finished with that. We have started receiving the 2022 gold Kangaroos. So we've definitely got the 1 ounce, the half ounce, the quarter ounce, and I believe have we got the 1/10 Rubes? Oh, okay. He's looking like a stunned mullet. So potentially we don't have the 1/10 in yet, but I'm fairly sure we do, but we may not. The kilo gold Kangaroo is arriving any day now, and that's mwah. So look out for the video on that one.
Cool.
And the silver ones, I believe, have been dispatched. I'm expecting delivery on those about Monday or Tuesday next week, and they should arrive. You'll see them on the web. And the platinum one arrived today. Yay!
Cool, good. We'll have to do an unboxing.
We will do an unboxing.
We did an unboxing today, didn't we, this morning?
We did.
We did. They might be seeing it a little bit later.
They will. That's the special. Actually, if we uploaded the unboxing.
Have we? Yeah, it's all done.
Oh, of course, we could show them on the live stream early.
We could act. Can we? Is that a possibility?
Probably not. With a look on Ruben's face, was going, don't drop that on me in the middle of a live stream.
Technical.
Speaking of, we'll actually have to grab one to be able to.
We will have to grab one, so
okay.
we'll organise that later.
Stacey says, thank you, BN. Received my first ever delivery this week after 3 months storage. Nice. So pleased and excited.
What are you going to say after
3 months delivery?
Waiting for delivery.
Well, with the current times that it's taking.
It's not quite that bad yet.
Yeah, very, very pleased and excited. Very quick delivery. There you go. Very quick delivery.
Good to hear.
Woo!
Excellent.
Good. G'day, Dark Hearts. We've got Daniel Raber asking, when are the 5-ounce Silver Tigers for sale? Ohio. So Daniel might be from Ohio.
They haven't been produced yet. Perth Mint has not given us a release date. I suspect going by last year, we're not going to see them until that kind of March, April, May time. I had early indications that the Kilo Tiger was going to be released pre-Christmas, but the fact that I still can't place an order for it suggests very strongly that that won't be till the new year either. So if you're waiting for those, you haven't missed out. And the 120th, I've heard no word on the 120th gold one. They still haven't released that as yet.
Okay. We've got Aussie Kelpie asking, where are the silver
Yeah, I was gonna call on that one.
combi bars?
Funny story behind
Yeah,
that.
funny about that. Coming next week.
Yes.
Next week.
They are here.
They're here. So look, if you...
No, don't you do that. That's what I usually drop in. And Ruben gets cranky with me.
No, I wasn't going to say a dang thing just then. Max B, this is going a little bit...
We do have the combi bars in stock.
We have them.
Did we refilm? No, we're going to refilm.
We are going to refilm.
We're going to refilm the unboxing of that because we filmed it prior to lockdown ending, believe it or not, and it really dates it. So we're redoing it.
Yeah.
So stand by on that one. But yeah, you should be able to buy them early next week.
Max B says, hi from Carbondale, Illinois. Cool, nice. Wow, a lot of internationals. This is great. My friend received his 1-ounce Perth Mint bar in the mail today. Fantastic. The system works.
It does work. Usually it works.
Yeah,
Sometimes it lets us
good.
down. MP there.
Very cool.
I've skipped ahead on you.
Have you? That's okay.
What's that on your top lip, Michael?
I did the same gag last week.
That's right, you mongrel. I've been growing this since last November. So this is...
and I shaved this morning.
Yeah, good on you. This is my my attempt at Movember. So Bullion Now. The men of Bullion Now are supporting Movember.
I gave my reason last week.
Here we
I'm
go.
not doing it because I've...
Get yourself a Philharmonic. It's got a little violin.
I got
on
a
it.
gig, man. I can't do a wedding gig in a mo.
Why not?
Yeah, not so much.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway, so we're growing mows around here for Movember in support of that. We're also, as of Monday, you will see we're going to do a charity auction for I think it's a 12.5 gram-ish platinum moustache, which was incredibly created for us by Daniel Germano, who's an exceptional jeweller out there and who I also owe money to, mate. Sorry about that. I've forgotten to pay that bill. Yeah, but he's very, very good, and we'll flash his details around next week for you. So if you're after any jewellery type stuff, come in and see, or contact, I should say, Daniel Germano, because he does some incredible stuff there. Remind me next week we're going to do an expose on his silver dice.
Okay.
He's made us some silver dice to sell, and
I
they
saw
look
one of those.
sensational.
Yeah, cool.
So, but back on Movember. So yeah, we are supporting Movember. Somewhere floating around here is a photo of our EDC people who are supporting Movember with their attempt. Have you got that handy somewhere, Rubes? So yeah, so this is one of our illustrious EDC members is also supporting us with growing a moustache.
Nope, hang on, wrong one. Nope, there we go.
Oh, you haven't stuck that one up, have you?
Ready? It's gonna.
No,
what are you talking about? Here,
I think Emma's been in the back end and teed up with these guys to send through this. So this is an example of a Bulldog supporter's artwork. So it's not. It's the best that they can do.
I can see
it's
it.
the best that they can do. So yeah, that's it. That's the EDC's attempt at supporting Movember. So we do certainly appreciate their effort as well.
Very cool. Do you have any email questions?
I have a couple of them, but they're actually two of them. I think are Matt questions.
Oh, okay.
So I might save those two for Matt.
If I can
Or
get
maybe
down,
not.
Yeah. Okay.
But this one here, so I love this. This has obviously come through from a phone call. So, and I'll let you guess who did the phone call.
Okay.
A punter called today. Oh, you haven't heard that? That's a Mattism. He always says, there's a punter on the phone.
Well, seeing as though Matt's usually on the phones at the moment,
Yeah,
it was probably Matt.
And asked, if I'm travelling overseas with a large volume of gold, am I supposed to declare the face value only or the total value of the gold?
It depends on who you can convince is the face value of the gold versus who is doing the customs thing, who would go, no, total value. So I think it's up in the air. Technically, as far as I understand it, it's about the face value because it's legal tender.
Yeah, they've changed the wording on it, so they're now calling it $10,000 cash or cash equivalent. So it depends on how you want to argue this one out.
Oh.
We need to start this off by saying that we're not airport staff.
Yeah.
We're not...
Not financial advice.
Yeah, it's not financial advice. Where's my mug? And this is not legal advice, okay? But the discussions that I've had with officers around the world about this one is producing a gold coin. This obviously doesn't count for bars because bars, there is no face value on a bar. But if you've got a coin with a face value, so the Australian Kangaroo has a $100 face value on it. Now, obviously, it's worth its intrinsic value is worth far more than that $100. So you present that at the airport, and they would say, well, it's an ounce of gold, therefore, in Australian dollar terms, it's worth about $2,500. So if I've got 5 of those, I've just gone well and truly through the $10,000. If at the same time you place a $100 note right next to it, what my argument has been with these officers at different times, and I'll get to the conclusion right at the end. So my comment then is, okay, if this is a $100 note, what's its value? And they'll say, well, it's $100. And I say, but you're valuing that on its face value. Its intrinsic value, which is what you're valuing the gold coin at $2,500, is, I don't know,
plastic.
a gram, 2 grams of plastic.
Yeah.
So it's nowhere near the $100. So which way are we going to value these two? Are we going to value them intrinsically, in which case I can bring in a truckload of plastic before it gets to $2,000 cash equivalent, or we can value it at face value, in which case the gold is worth $100 face value, not the $2,500 that you're claiming. And every single time that I've had this argument with them, they've gone, this is too hard, throw their hands up in the air and just, move along.
Meaning they've let you go through.
Yeah, let me go through with it.
Okay.
If you want to try this is your call and at your own risk. I have no problem with declaring the gold when I go through an airport. Very few countries tax you. Usually they just want to fill in some paperwork on it just to say it's coming in, and that's it. If you're taking silver into somewhere like the UK, they're going to try and sting you for VAT. So be aware of that. But there's no VAT on gold. So it doesn't matter. It's almost a superfluous argument going into the UK if you're carrying gold. If you're carrying gold into India, this is a different kettle of fish altogether because they have, I believe it's $500 US in value in gold before they start taking a very keen interest. So it depends on where you're going as to if you want to declare it openly or not. Actually, that sounded like I was trying to encourage you to do something illegal then, so I'm going to take that part of it back. I'm not meaning whether to declare it or not, just the different options that you've got with, or different results to what you're going to say. If you declare it going into most countries, the US, places like that, the chances are they're not going to charge you for like any extra GST or sales tax or anything along those sort of lines. They're just going to make note of the fact that you have brought it in anyway.
It's an interesting experiment. And not that we're saying you should try that at all. But what you've done, I like what you've done when you said, here's the example of $100, etc. Because if nothing, well, 2 things. One, it's an excellent argument. But if nothing else, it's actually just friction where it's like, oh, this guy's taking up my time. He's doing this. I don't even get this argument. So I just move along. So if nothing else, it's just annoy them a little bit until they just go, I just go. So you might win both ways. You never know.
You just like annoying people.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's right.
No. Let's see. What else have we got here?
I like Wombat's one.
You like
Is it
Wombat's one?
Is
What do you
there
say?
anyone? No, sorry, it's not Wombat. It's going to Max B. Anyone think Land Cruiser themed bullion products are a good idea? As a driver of a Land Cruiser,
Okay. Fair
my
enough.
beautiful old 80 series, I'd love to see that on a coin.
Just to quickly touch on someone's asking, and someone's kind of already answered it for them, but just the best way to do parking to come into us here.
So
Because they
just
got like about $50 for it.
yeah, parking in Melbourne is horrendous. Particularly now, the restrictions are down, so you can actually park legitimately in Melbourne again. Just up the road from us, 187 Flinders Lane. There's a Wilson car park. Their actual address, if you look them up on Google, I think is 187 Flinders Street, because they've got entrances off both, or exits off both, depending on how you want to look at it. But if you come on the Flinders Lane one, 187 Flinders Lane, Ruben's about to correct me because he's Googling it, but it's 187. If you park in there, you get $6 for 20 minutes. And it's literally half a block from us. You just walk down Flinders Lane and up to Collins Street there and come up to level 6. So it's $6 for 20 minutes. Don't go to 21 minutes because it really starts to jump. But the better way to actually do it is to download the Wilson app and to book in. And they're very flexible on the time there. So you can, say you're coming in at 9, and I think officially they give you an hour's grace on that either side of your whatever time you specify. But I know that I've been in outside that hour grace and it's still honoured it. But it's $15 for then as long as you need to be in town. You specify an arrival time and a leaving time, and like I said, that's very flexible. But it's $15 and you can park pretty much all day in Melbourne. So do that. 187 Flinders Lane. It's a Wilson car park.
Yep. I've got someone asking, Wombat was asking, is there any one in Australia that mints generic silver similar to what you can get in the States?
Are we talking locally produced?
Well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, who mints generic silver? Whether you're talking bars, then yes, but coins? Oh,
yeah,
yes,
even
as well.
coins.
Coins, yeah, SBA.
Yeah, a lot of the refineries will do coins. I know Siltec's looking at producing.
Yep.
They're not actually coins because they're not produced by mint. They're rounds. But yeah, absolutely, you can get them in Australia. We stock what we call locally produced, which is from refiners around Melbourne.
That's generic silver.
Yeah, so they produce silver and gold. I don't think any of them do platinum at this stage that I'm aware of, but definitely silver and gold, both in bars and rounds. You'll see some of them on our website at different times. And it's still the same product as you get from Perth Mint or PAMP or any of those. It just doesn't have their stamp on it. So it's still 49 silver, 49's gold. And we'll still test out the same on the XRF and still correct weight, because no one's going to allow a substandard product out there because it's their reputation at the end of the day. So
fair enough. What else? Any comments, any queries, any questions?
There was one through from Oscar. Been a year since you lot supported my channel, Bullion 77, for the men's mental health giveaway.
Hey! I haven't heard from... It's Bullion 77, isn't it? Yeah, I haven't heard from... If it's the one I'm thinking of, it's two young guys run that one. And they do a great job over there. So when you've finished viewing our live stream, head over to Bullion 77's YouTube channel. They do some great stuff. I haven't seen what they're doing this year for the Men's Mental Health Week. But last year they gave away some Krugerrands, I think it was.
Well, maybe Oscar can let us know.
Yeah, if you're doing a giveaway this time. I think it was Kruger's. I might stand corrected on that. But it was some silver 1 ounce coins they gave away in support of Men's Health Week. So that was an excellent one.
Max B. Nope. Any other email questions there? Let's do that one. While I adjust my microphone because it just fell over.
Well, actually, I think we need to have a talk about the Kookaburra, because we never did the Kookaburra.
What?
So,
what are you?
For those that don't remember,
are you talking about?
The 2022 Kookaburra coin, I have been very derogatory on, because it's a Kookaburra perched on a bird bath.
A bird bath.
And I've argued till I'm blue in the face that I've never seen a Kookaburra sitting on a bird bath, because they just don't do it. And I threw the challenge out there that we should have had the, if anyone could supply a photo, we would give them a 2022 1 ounce silver kookaburra.
Yes, and also if it wasn't proven, I was going to wear some kind of kookaburra costume.
We'll get to the second part in a moment.
Aha, okay.
So the first part, no one actually managed to supply a real one. There were several attempts, and I think they were really worthwhile.
We got a few that people had taken previously, I think, but we wanted, hey...
Yeah, and it had to be recent, and it had to be theirs, that sort of thing. It couldn't be staged and all that sort of stuff. So next week on the live stream, we're actually going to show some of the respectable attempts, and we're going to give them... we're going to give those people a 1 ounce kookaburra. So, Ruben, remind me Monday that we've got to sort through them all and get them uploaded. But yeah, so we'll do that next week. And Joe's correct, as if no one could show it, Joe needed to be in a kookaburra suit. Now, we've really struggled to find a kookaburra suit. But we've actually had someone come in and give us a suit for you to wear.
Oh, here we go. I knew there was a big stitch-up happening.
So,
that's why you're laughing. That's why you're... well, the Mankini ain't happening.
So,
no.
very generously been supplied with a Mankini for Joe to wear.
Yeah.
So next week's live stream, we're going to have Joe in a Mankini.
Starting to come down with
I got sore throat.
So we need to take a vote on this. If you would like to see Joe in the Mankini next Friday,
not happening.
Put it into the comments.
No, it was kookaburra suit, not a Mankini.
This is a kookaburra suit.
Well, no,
bullshit.
You had a week to find a kookaburra suit.
I'll draw a kookaburra on my face.
Oh, that'll go well with the Mankini, mate. It's even the right colour.
Where does someone even get one of these?
I didn't ask.
Wow. Wow. Someone, I guarantee you, someone ordered that off eBay for $1. And it took about 8 weeks to get here. All right, cool. Ruben, knock yourself out.
And then once Joe's worn it on next week's live stream, we'll then auction it off for...
That's gross.
for Movember.
That's
all proceeds to go to Movember.
That's gross. Yuck.
There's a lot of support for it on here, mate.
Well,
they want you to have a wax
apparently
first.
Apparently there's a lot of support in a Mankini. So.
Well, maybe there is too.
Is nice. Is nice. Nope.
So Wombat's a big fan. It's all getting a lot of support on here.
Yeah,
mate.
I'm sure it is, mate. I'm sure it is. Yeah. Moving on.
Oh, moving on.
Mankini with strategically placed cookie feathers.
Sure. I'll tell you what. I'll find you find me a full covering kookaburra suit, and the kookaburra can wear the Mankini.
You sook.
There you go.
Just pulling out of the bet already.
The bet wasn't the Mankini. All right. Moving on.
All right, we're going to move along. What else have we got? Any other questions, or shall I?
Let's see. Go on, Joe, says Smithy's Bullion. Of course you do, Smithy. Of course you do.
Oscar responded and said, Krugerrands, we're not making videos anymore, but I'll be starting up a channel soon. Loving the live stream.
Melbourne Stacker said, sorry, Joe, that was my idea. Yeah. So now there's a Melbourne Stacker tax. Cool. Only when you're served by me. Okay. Little coin.
Even Scott Burke had to pull over and say yes. Joe in the Mankini, you will never be able to unsee or get that off the internet.
Right, exactly. You do not want to see that.
You've got to have fun with this.
All right, let's see now. What else we have?
Yeah,
it did too. Whoa, 158. Woo!
We're moving right along, are we?
Yeah, we are moving right along.
G'day, Blue. Nice stash. All for Movember. It's a real struggle just to grow what I've got to tell you. So, all good fun.
Someone from NZ is saying, greetings, my people from Auckland, New Zealand, and sorry for coming late and sorry for missing last week's live stream video. Yes, serves you right. But you're here now, and you're here before the special.
You ever get the feeling Joe's trying to change the topic and
I have
move us
no
on?
idea what you're talking about.
That's right.
But in regards to that special, which will be happening...
We should do the special.
You want to do it right now?
Or should we do it at the end? Because it's a
that
little
doesn't
time
fit,
critical.
That doesn't fit with what we're talking about. We have to do it for the first two.
Okay, all right. So let's do it now. Although we don't have an example up here.
Yeah.
No, that's all right. Well, I'll just.
Deej, could you run down and grab a shrink?
Am I posting the link? Is that okay? Or is someone else posted the link?
I can do, but wait until we get it.
Yeah, they'll
The link.
actually.
No.
Are they up here?
Which?
The
It could be.
special.
I don't know.
Did it
I'm
come
not
back? Did the open one come back up here, or did it
Not
stay
that I'm
in there?
aware of. No, it stayed up
Okay,
there.
Deej.
So it's just. It's the
Excuse me for a moment. Deej, it's
Excuse me
in
while we're
front
talking
of
amongst
the
ourselves. It's
first
just the
safe
straight website link.
Yeah,
in a
just wait
black
till we,
monster box.
Oh, right. Of course.
There's a question here that I wanted to grab while DJ was sorting that. I was talking about Seattle Silver has asked, got my first 1987 Engelhard American Prospector round.
Oh, wow.
What are your thoughts on stacking vintage bullion?
I love stacking vintage bullion.
Love vintage bullion.
Big
cool.
fan of it. It's the best of both worlds with that one. I like the retro of the older bars and coins, and the rough artisanal look of them. So I think from an eye pleasing perspective, I think they're great. But they're also a great investment because it's the one that I've really been proven wrong with, because I've always said with bars you don't get any collector premium building in them, whereas and that's my argument for buying coins. With some of the older vintage bars, you absolutely 100% get collector premium built into it, and we've proven that a number of times.
Particularly with our international buyers.
Yeah, it's huge in the States. It's becoming bigger in Australia, but it is huge in the States. And we're even seeing it start to take off in Europe as well. So strongly encourage you, if you can get hold of some of the vintage bullion bars particularly.
Such as your Harrington bars, your Stanley Robert Mitchell bars, your Engelhards, of course, and those, and 20 years previous, your vintage kind of stuff. Yeah, they can really
pre-2000.
Pre-2000,
yeah.
They can really pick up a decent premium.
Yeah.
And I've had customers, international customers, which I've talked to directly back in the early days when we were first just before the website and everything like that, which I just said the premium, and I wasn't even sure what it was, and I'll be honest with you, back then I went, I might add a little extra thing, I'll take it. I went, oh, okay, wow. And so they obviously, they either wanted it, or maybe they were on selling it to someone else over there, and they knew that they could get an even higher premium, so they're very popular.
What's the website? The Engelhard website?
Allengelhard.com. Allengelhard.com.
That's hard with the D.
Yeah.
Yeah, go there. They list not just the Engelhards, they list a number of the others.
Yeah.
They focus primarily on silver though, don't they?
Yes, they do. Primarily on silver. And, if you go to the Perth Mint section, so I think from memory in the allengelhard.com website, there's an other refiners drop-down menu, and there's a Perth Mint section. If you go into there, scroll down, I think they go in size order, so from smallest, and as you scroll down it gets to larger. Look for the 5 ounce type. There's a particular 5 ounce type which came directly from Bullion Now, and it was one that they hadn't had before. It came into us as a buyback, and we thought that looks interesting, and we sent some messages through some contacts that I knew, and then they sent a message to the All Engelhard guys, and they went, oh, we haven't seen that type before, so we're going to add it to the website. So where is it sitting? I think it's
actually
somewhere.
It's lost in one of the vaults.
Okay, all right. It's somewhere.
I think I know where it possibly might be. I don't know where it definitely is.
It's a beautiful bar.
It's
this
great
little
bar.
5 ounce silver Perth Mint bar. It's
got the toning on it and everything.
We did a
looks
video.
Mickey Mouse.
We did a video on it. Let me find it and I'll post it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Couple of questions or a couple of comments on here about it's scrolling faster than I can keep up with it. There was a comment on there's one on here, 84 Engelhard with the big E. Yep, that one is popular. There was another refinery that went through that I thought, oh yeah, we should mention that one, and I can't see it now.
There was a comment about ABC.
The
Oxford Mint Alaska bars.
Yeah, the Oxford Mint Alaska bars, absolutely. The ABCs, I'm not seeing anything on ABCs. Thank you. Not seeing anything on ABCs at all as far as premium goes. And I wouldn't expect to with an ABC particularly. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought so. Not a big following on that one. Yeah, some of them look really, really good.
Are we ready?
Thoughts on the 2020 Quokka Silver Round? It's not actually a round.
No.
The Quokka is actually a coin. It's not a round.
On the 2020?
Yep, we have a lot of thoughts on the 2020 Quokka because that was
Yeah,
actually our exclusive with the
That's
Perth
right.
Mint.
That was too.
So, yeah, that was our first one. So, yeah, we think it's a great coin. Premium's gone up on it quite a bit.
Has it?
Yeah, it
Oh,
has.
good. Oh, cool.
On the collector market.
Nice.
So, it's been good to see.
Fantastic. Shall we?
Shall we?
Yeah.
So I do the honours?
You do the honours,
Okay.
and we'll tell you what the deal is.
So, this is a new release for us.
You tell me when to hit the...
It's
the
a
link
very
button there, Rube.
seasonally relevant, or coming into
Now, you're
seasonally
seeing
relevant.
this before anyone else. So we're actually going to release the video 5 p.m. today for the general public, but you guys are getting it first.
So, yeah, this is something...
Camera can go down a little bit.
Go down, sorry, mate.
And there we go. Just a slow reveal.
Okay, so we are doing an unboxing on these this afternoon. Back off a bit, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yep, we're doing an unboxing of these this afternoon. That will be released sometime around 5 o'clock. So for the next 2 hours, Joe, do you want to...
Yeah.
Yeah. It's completely out of focus on his screen, so I'm
That's
That's
right.
why I was getting you to pull it back a bit.
Okay. So it's the Shrek Christmas bullion coin, 1 ounce. And we're releasing it, like I said, at 5 o'clock this afternoon. You'll see the unboxing go through. But for the next 2 hours, we're going to do it at our wholesale price, which was...
Yeah, it's still not.
$8.50 over spot.
Do you want to hold it, mate?
Yeah, I can do it. I don't have a good glove.
That's all right. We'll use that one as a shop stock. Don't worry
So
about it.
basically, I don't know whether you're seeing the link already. You should be. We've already released that. So that link there to the product, and you're getting it first for wholesale costs. So we're actually not only are we not making money on it, but it'll be a little bit of a thing because of overheads and all that. But for the first out of shoot,
It hasn't sold out yet. We
Hasn't
just
sold
forgot
out.
to put numbers
I forgot
on
to
it.
put the bloody numbers on it. Hang on a second. Sorry, dudes and dudettes. How many do you want me to do? That many?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Cool. And hit update.
All right.
Try that again. I'm going to post it again.
You watch. Everyone's now hit the website, so you won't be able to actually update it.
Yeah. No. Let's say Shrek.
It hasn't sold out yet. Don't stress.
Silver coin link. Let me try that again. There we go. So hopefully it will come up now.
Have we got numbers on it now, Rubes?
Should do. Yeah, people saying in stock now. Well,
Beautiful. Okay,
Good.
so we're back in stock, which is good to see.
Sorry, gang.
So look, we've released 1,000 of them for our live stream viewers. You don't need to get an email in. You don't need a code. It's just being listed straight up onto the web.
No minimums.
There is no minimums. If the numbers come down... No, look, there's no minimums.
There's no maximums
Yeah.
either.
Oh, sorry, minimums. I'm thinking maximums.
There's no,
yeah,
but there's
you're
no
right.
maximums.
No, there's no maximums. We've listed 1,000 of them. I won't release any more for the next 2 hours. So if they did sell out, that's it. But I don't think 1,000 of them are going to disappear.
But as you read, if you're reading it now, from 5 p.m. onwards, when we release the video to the general public, it will jump up to actually us making a profit. So it'll be an extra $5 per coin. So you're getting a $5 discount off the retail price. So basically wholesale cost.
It's not basically wholesale.
Well, it is
wholesale.
it is wholesale cost. So that's what you get for being a live streamer.
Yeah.
A live stream viewer. So get them for your friends, your family, your neighbour's dog.
We've just DDoSed our own website. That's all right. You don't have to rush there.
Did we?
According to comments.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's slowed right down apparently.
Jeez.
Don't panic. We've listed 1,000. You don't have to race off right now and grab them.
Yeah.
You can wait half an hour. I will actually guarantee that there will be still some there for you in an hour.
Yeah.
So long as no one...
Alright, you guys are not going to be happy about this.
Oh, dear.
Well, there you go.
So the website crashed?
No, I'm just going to have a look. No, probably not.
Yeah, get off.
Oh, sorry, I need to check it. Everyone just back off for a second.
Don't panic. Don't crash the website.
Oh. Now again, it's wholesale cost, meaning so it was spot plus $8.50 per coin. So it's not it's not like $1 per ounce or anything like that.
People are saying it's around about the $43.
Yeah,
I
it's
haven't
about
done the mental
$43,
gymnastics, but that sounds about
About
right.
that.
Look, don't go and jump onto the website right now. Wait 5 minutes, wait 10 minutes, wait 20 minutes. They will still be there. Don't panic, okay? I think we should have thought this through a little bit.
I didn't think it'd be such a rush.
I didn't think it'd be such a rush either. So don't stress. All good. There are 1,000 up there, and no one's coming in buying 1,000 at a time or anything like that. There will still be some there in half an hour. So don't panic.
Yep.
Okay.
It is 3:06, and I've got a young man standing out there in glasses.
So we're
looking very suspicious.
We're going to do the changeover.
I guess we're doing the changeover.
All right.
All right, cool.
So now we're going to look at. Somebody's saying it's 44 something. So there you go. It'll be what it'll be. It's spot plus 850.
It should be spot plus 850 as far as unless spots just jumped up. So
yeah, so around that 44, 43, 44.
Yeah, I can double check.
Dollar mark.
I can double check that if you like. Why not?
Don't stress.
Oh yeah, no, it is. I think spots just jumped up a little bit. Yeah, $8.50. That's what we've got. What we have it set as. Yeah. Cool. I'm going to get Matt in. That's it from me. You won't hear from me again until next Friday.
Until he gets his
Mankini on. Jinx. That means you have to do it too.
Yeah,
Who would like to also see Michael do it at the same time? A tandem Mankini.
We've only got one Mankini.
Mate,
so we
how
have
long
to
does it
share
take? How long? Me first. Me
No, at the
first,
same time.
please.
You get one leg, I get the
That's
other.
Gross.
You have no sense of adventure, mate.
I have a sense of safety, both physical and psychological. I'm going to get Matt in. Thanks, everyone. I will see you next week.
So start sending through all your numismatic-related questions, and we'll hit Matt pretty hard with them all, because he's had a couple of weeks off the old live stream. So he's been a bit slack. Well, we've been a bit busy, I think. It's actually what happened. It's been a bit crazy around here. There you go. Dale's supporting you. Please don't wear a mankini. Anyway, that's all good. So, as Matt's getting in all done up in his microphone and everything, I was going to... here we go. So this is from Aussie Frost. Hey guys, greeting to all at BN. Now, if I'm right, Jamie, you're in Japan, I'm pretty sure. So I have two questions. Why doesn't the Platinum Britannia have the security features like the silver and gold? And I think that's a fantastic question, and I'm hoping Matt's going to hurry up, because I'm hoping he's got an answer to it. Because I actually don't know why they haven't put the features on.
Is it due to the difficulty of working with the metal?
It absolutely could be.
Because I know we've mentioned that a few times on things before, is that it's quite a difficult metal to work with, and so getting more fine intricate details on there, particularly like in the security features, could be quite difficult to do, potentially.
I would suspect that's probably quite correct. So I'm suspecting so, but I'm just hoping Matt's hurrying up and getting on his microphone so he can join the discussion on that one. The second question that Jamie had was the 2 ounce completers and the werewolves. Technically, are they pied fits? And my argument on that one would be no, they are not pied fits. They are a very high detail coin, but they're not pied fits. Come and join us, Matt.
Let me see if I can just work a bit of tech. All right, beauty. I think I'm on.
That's good to hear. Hello. How you doing, mate?
Very good. How are you?
Good. I'm going to hit you straight away.
All right. What's new?
Why don't they have the security feature on the Platinum Britannia like they have on the silver and the gold?
Well, yeah, I would suggest, and I would suppose that Ruben was on point with the difficulty. I've just dropped my mic. I spent all this time trying to figure it out.
We have a technical issue here with a broken mic clip.
Yeah.
I got word it's at the post office.
Yeah. We did order a replacement, but it hasn't shown up yet. So,
note to everyone: I did not damage this. How do we feel about that?
That looks sensational.
Oh, so, yeah, Ruben can just give me the nod or the head shake when I drop it again. But yeah, I think it would be a very difficult. I've never worked with platinum, but based on what we heard with have you announced the Movember item? I'm not.
We haven't done the special on it, but people know what it is.
Okay, yeah. So speaking with the gentleman that created that for us,
yep.
He said it's a nightmare to work with. So I imagine getting any kind of fine details on it would just be very difficult.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. And the second part of the question was the 2-ounce completer and the werewolves. Technically, are they pied fits or? Excuse my French, it's terrible. Pied fits. Pied fits is what we call them anyway.
I don't think so.
No, I didn't
based on they were created intentionally like that. That is generally a pied fit is you have the standard issue and then I'm just not having a good run here. Maybe this is why I haven't been on the stream for so long.
How does that work though? Because I know we've had things like the mother and baby coin through, and in Perthmint's description on those, they're listed as pied fit coins.
Yeah, because pied fit. Do you want to give a definition of pied fit?
Well, generally it's double thickness. So.
But it's also more detail in the.
Yeah, there's usually a little more depth to the design as well. So the striking of it would be a little more labour intensive as well. So.
So you could argue the pied foot is thicker, but it's thicker because it's a 2-ounce.
Yeah.
So your pied foot Tiger, your pied foot, the Perthmint release.
Yeah.
Even though they're thicker, they're still only a 1-ounce coin. They're not. They don't
Yeah,
go
that's
to the
right.
2-ounce.
Yeah.
So for a 2-ounce coin, it's not particularly thick.
That's correct. Yeah. So you have usually a reduction in the diameter and then increase sort of depth to the strike as well. So I wouldn't class that as a pied fit.
Yeah. I agree.
Nice.
What else is happening in your life, mate?
Where to begin? Just getting pulled in all directions. Never a dull moment at BN.
So Matt's been doing a sterling job. We're actually down some staff. We had some health issues this week through the company. Nothing pandemic related, even slightly. But we're down a few people, and Matt's been picking up the loose ends all over the place. And I actually have to say personally how much I appreciate that, because his typical Matt attitude, yeah, whatever you need. And it's been really good. So Matt's been hammering the phones all week and the emails and the front counter and getting coffee in the morning.
I see, as long as we tick that last part off the agenda, I'll be fine.
I had to laugh yesterday. He phoned because I was up in the other office, and he phoned me and said, well, how'd you put it? There's going to be blood spilled.
It's going to be a cold-blooded murder.
Yeah, that's right. If I don't get some caffeine soon. So I went down and relieved them so they could race off and grab some coffee. So I obviously pushed them a bit too hard on the.
But overall, it's a good supportive environment. It's good fun.
Alrighty, mate. Another question for you.
Hit it.
This is from Mitch. I love my larger silver coins, 5-ounce, 10-ounce kilos. Has anyone made a 20-ounce silver coin?
That's a good question. Surely.
There's only one that I could come up with, because Ruben actually fired this one at me earlier. And I had a bit of a think about it for half an hour. The only one I could come up with was the 2017 Britannia.
Yeah.
Which they only made about 100, 110 of them.
Yeah.
So,
is that the 30th anniversary?
Yeah.
They started those in 1987?
That's the 30th, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 87's the first Britannia.
I think so.
Yeah, so to be the 30th. Yeah, it was
some sort of
anniversary.
Significant event.
And they did a 20-ounce one, and I remember it going through at the time, and I thought they were going to make it an annual one, but I can't think of them ever doing another one.
I guess because typically the jump from 10 ounce to 1 kilo is a logical jump for a lot of collectors. Like you're either big on the kilo scene, or 10 ounce is sort of your typical larger coin that you would go for. But 20 ounce,
I'd love to see some.
I think it'd be nice.
I reckon they'd be
because you could get a similar diameter to a kilo, make it a little thinner.
Or you could go for 10 ounce and chunky it up a bit like they do, like they did with the 2 ounce. I reckon that'd be a stunner.
Yeah, look into it. Get it going, Michael. Sort it out.
I'll just wave my magic wand.
Use your contacts.
Yeah, no stress. Do the popular mints produce other sizes?
Yeah, well, generally they'll be. So I noticed the Libertads. They've just come out with the 1, the 2, and the 5 ounce, I think. So sometimes they'll do the different sizes, and like with the Lunar series, the Tigers that we're hopefully getting the kilos in the very near future. The
And
phone's
the
been
5 ounce.
ringing off the hook about the 5 ounce and the kilos. People have asked for 10 ounce as well, but they don't.
No,
they're not doing a 10 ounce.
I was really disappointed that Perth Mint for the Series 3 dropped the 10 ounce.
Yeah.
I thought that was terrible. But obviously, their marketing had shown that the 10 ounce wasn't as popular. But I was disappointed they dropped that one. Thankfully, they didn't drop it for the Kookaburra.
Yeah, it's good to see they're still sticking at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff. And I need to mention as well, I need to make a special mention. I was chatting with Sylvia today, and she said we need to address this on the live stream,
Okay.
that currently we're experiencing significant delays with toll deliveries. So the phones have been flat out with people querying the whereabouts of their parcels, and Emma has been diligently getting onto toll and following these things up. And there's just a big backlog at the moment. Is basically the long and short of it. They're just incredibly overwhelmed, I think, in the lead up to Christmas, and I think it's only going to get worse.
I totally agree. Yeah, and we've released a couple of videos indicating that we could see this coming down the pike, and
I think we're starting to see it.
I think we're there now. We're starting to see it. I know Ozpost is drowning. They're trying to employ something crazy like 2,500 people to try and help them over the hump. So it's pretty full on.
Yeah.
So
something we need to quickly address. It looks like there's been a bit of a hiccup with the link to the Shreks, and some have gone through at one price and some have gone through at another.
it's not just a spot price.
I don't think it's a spot price movement. I think it's to do with if it went through the link or through just checking out the website. So if anyone has got that higher price, I think we may have to quickly amend some of those. So I will. I'll fire off another invoice that has the lower ones on the ones that have the higher price.
Oh, you're going to be busy for the next half an hour.
Maybe we'll give Joe something to do.
Okay. All right. So if you got the higher price, don't pay it straight away. Give us a chance to reissue the invoice at the lower rate.
Yeah, it should be $42.90 a coin by the looks of it all. So if you've paid that higher $44.20, I will endeavour to fix up your invoice before paying.
Yeah. Okay.
Very good.
Good stuff.
Also, I saw Oscar Morgan in the chat. Get it going. Get your channel going again, mate. I spoke to him on the phone and I said, let's do an interview. So he said he was working on it and we'll get there eventually. But
good stuff.
I'll look forward to having a chat, and I'm sure the other viewers would like to see another interview. It's been a while between chats.
What's been happening?
I don't know. I think I've just been a bit slack.
Oh.
Yeah, there hasn't been enough going on in my day-to-day, Michael.
Well, I was going to talk to you about that, mate. Sitting there working on your suntan and getting your nails filed over there.
Yeah, drinking my TV static water. Great.
Oh, he's on. Matt hates mineral water.
Yeah, and this is all we've got in the office. You see the things we put up with here.
Oh, the conditions when you work here. It's just not funny.
Yep.
All right. Also, any chance of uploading a video on the following topic? How to purchase and pay for bullion without your partner finding out.
Yeah, I've been doing that for years. Yeah, I could run a little seminar on that.
I hope your other half's not watching this, mate.
Fortunately, I don't think she would be. She's not that interested. What? That's the thing. You draw a clear line. You just say, no, don't worry. It's boring stuff that I'm getting up to here.
Well,
as you load up on your Shreks.
I had a customer in the other day who said he makes sure when he comes in to see us that he buys, what's that chocolate shop across the road? Coco Black or something?
Coco Black, yeah.
Yeah. He buys his wife Coco Black whenever he comes into us.
Yeah.
So she thinks he's going into town to buy her Coco Black.
Jeez. That's an idea.
When he goes into town, says, "Oh, I'm just going in. I'll get you some Coco Black." So that's one way around it. Another one was a sign that I was going to put up probably about 12 months ago because we got a flood of them in it's $10 for us to create an invoice that you can show your partner.
Oh, that's a good idea, yeah.
So I think we've gone out of focus, mate.
Yeah, what's happened?
What are you doing to me?
I'm trying to... I'm multitasking.
We'll come back into focus in a moment. So
no, they will be by the time you've said that.
Yeah, okay. Alrighty, we should get some more questions going. So BHSA Production. Hi guys, between BN and LCS, have you considered selling coin capsules and tubes or other protective cases for coins, etc.? If not, can you recommend a supplier? Capsules.
Yeah, we keep coming up on this one. I know VST are a reputable supplier. They get a lot of Lighthouse stuff in. My understanding is they also do a lot of their own custom stuff. So VST is a good one. Renix, they also do a lot of accessories. They also do the coin catalog, the pricing catalog. So they do a lot of accessories as well. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's something we should look into.
Yeah. If you're going to buy capsules, make sure you buy something very reputable.
Well, yeah,
reputable, however you want to say that word.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because do you want to give a burst on the PVC and that sort of stuff and what it does?
So in the coin world, back in another life for me, I'd have a lot of punters that would come through with some of the older coin albums, the old plastic pages. You'll know if you've got the ones with PVC in them because they go really murky yellow color and they become very stiff and rigid.
Yeah.
And if you've left them in those folders for a number of years, you take them out and you'll find that there's a sticky residue on your coins, and that is basically irreversible. Once that damage is done, that's sort of it, which isn't such a big deal in the world of bullion. But if you're talking about collectible coins, you'll generally cut the resale value in half when you have that kind of damage, possibly more depending on the coin. Yeah. So it's always best to just, if you're going to go down the storage avenue, do it right the first time and you'll save yourself a lot of headaches in the future.
You will. Lighthouse capsules aren't cheap, but they are really good.
That's right.
So you're not going to get the PVC issues and the toning that comes, or the yellowing that comes from those plastics. But you are going to pay, I don't know, what are we paying these days? About $1.50, $2 a capsule?
Yeah, it stacks up. So that's why, go for a few choice pieces in your stack maybe. But I don't, for a lot of us, when you're stacking quite a few coins, encapsulating every single one is a bit of a task.
It certainly is. There's a couple of comments gone through. Oh, actually, there's another one I wanted to comment on. I'll pronounce it wrong. Moyo Safi. Can't believe I made it to a live chat. Hello from Denmark. So
Denmark, nice one.
Good to see the Danes tuning in.
Yeah, that's the next best thing to travel in the world.
It's
a
live stream.
Yeah, cool.
There's been a couple of comments about the Pamp Tiger bar. So yeah, we're looking into getting those in. I got offered some the other day, so I think we'll have them in the not too distant future.
That makes for a good video.
Great.
Yeah.
They really do. And they're doing a couple of sizes this year, which is great to see. So,
do Pamp do much in the way of coins? Everything I see out of them is typically a bar.
No, they do. They're doing. The short answer is yes, they do. But they're also doing some. I was going to say oddities, but that's the wrong term. Like they've done a guitar pick. Or a couple of guitar picks. Actually.
Pamp that have done those, the Fender ones?
I believe so, yes.
Ah, cool.
So,
the more you know.
Yeah, the celebration of, is it 50 years of Fender or something like that?
It'd be more than that. I had a diamond anniversary Fender Jazz. Diamond is 60, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Must be coming up on 70.
Okay. Whatever it is, they produce
Fender's
75th.
Yeah, 75th.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. So, yeah. It's they do other stuff like that.
Oh, nice one.
So, but they always do really great quality ones. So,
yeah.
What else have we got on here?
There's one.
We've got Hatch. He's asked us twice now. Converting unallocated gold soon and unsure on 1 ounce or fractional quarter 1/10 coins. Premium and secondary market resale thoughts.
Do you want to take that? Or you want me
Yeah,
to?
well, it's a fairly broad one in the sense that I don't think you can narrow down resaleability to a fraction. I think it's a case-by-case basis. You have certain coins that just strike a chord with collectors. A good example being the 30th anniversary of the Kookaburra.
Oh, yeah.
Like the 1/10 ounce gold for that, you can't find that for, under $450 or thereabouts on the secondary market. But then there are other ones, like maybe, for example, a Kangaroo from just a general year that don't quite do the same thing. So it can be a case-by-case basis. But my recommendation to anyone when it comes to collecting is to focus on something that you actually enjoy. If you're going down that avenue of getting things that are a bit different, because if you're buying purely as a money-making venture, it becomes a minefield, because it's so difficult, because not only are you looking at something that you like, you have to look at what the entire market is going to be receptive to, and it's a lot much easier said than done. There have been many things that I've bought in the past, as I mentioned in that video that I did with Joe.
Yeah.
Some things I think that, it has all the ingredients, it's got the historical significance, it's got a low mintage, it's got eye appeal, it's unique, and then it just flops on the secondary market. But if you're enjoying what you're collecting, that shouldn't be a problem.
Quite often you find the ones that flop particularly early on, like either at initial selling or shortly afterwards. They're the ones that in 5, 6, 7 years' time are going through the roof, because everyone's gone, it's garbage.
Yep.
But then it's the key to completing their collection.
Exactly. The
they have to
Planetary
chase it.
Set from the Royal Australian Mint was a disaster on release. You couldn't get rid of those for heavy discounts from retail price. They were about $130 when they came out. They average about $2,000 now. So,
You could barely give them away.
Exactly, yeah, because they took up so much space. It was a whole, like a fold-out pop-up book that was about this big.
Yeah.
And I thought, that'd be great for little kids, show all the planets and things like that. But no one thought that at the beginning, but look at it now.
I'm not sure RAM appreciates you saying it was a disaster.
It was great. I honestly, I said it's a great product. I thought it was an excellent idea for educational purposes, because each of the planets was a little pull-out tab that had things like the temperature of that planet and all that kind of stuff. I thought it was great, but the collector market, I think, jumped at it because the Mars $2 coin was a mintage of about 15,000. So it's one of the lowest ever mintage $2 coins.
Well, there you go.
I'm getting off topic. I'm sure there's some more bullion-related questions.
When
here.
is the Renix guide coming? The next Renix guide coming out?
It's on the way. So they typically do it every 2 years. I think they used to alternate with the Greg McDonald's guide, which is the narrow book, but they are no longer in production. So it's just Renix now for Australian coin values. And I think there's one that's just about to come out, like very, very soon. I think it's purple, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Good as a reference, but I wouldn't take it as gospel, as in terms of the information in there is, it's good as a rough guide, but I wouldn't take it all as hard fact.
You've also got to be careful with those books, because they are listing a best case retail. If you roll into a coin shop or something like that and go, but the book says it's worth $1,000, and he's going to say, yeah, that's great, but I'm going to offer you $300.
Yep.
That happens. So don't think that you're going to be able to sell it back to a coin shop at those sort of prices.
Absolutely, and that's why I say, very rough guide. I use those guidebooks predominantly to just obtain mintage information.
Yeah.
Like what was the mintage of a particular year, and then from there, if you get right into it, you build up a bit of a knowledge base and can work things out yourself. But it's good as a rough guide, I would suggest.
It's also not a bad way of, if you can compare years.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
You can see that it's jumped, 10%, 20%, 30%. So it gives you an idea of, how much your collection may have increased.
Yep.
Or the collectability of a certain coin.
You got a question, Joe? I think we've got a live question, an audience question.
Yes. May I have my laptop, please?
Yes, I will allow it.
Thank you.
You need your charger as well?
We need to go rapid fire on a few here. There's a few questions piling up. So,
you
quick
go.
thoughts if you've seen it on the Media Impact coin out of the Germania Mint.
I haven't seen it.
Maybe one we need to take a look at?
They do such cool coins though. Well,
They do.
we need to switch on and start getting some of that stuff in.
The premiums on them are pretty steep.
I'm interested.
All right.
People will get around it.
All right.
Let the comment section be an indicator for that. I think they're really cool. They do some with nifty packaging as well, which
do.
I wonder, are you then entering the GST territory
But
when you...
we keep talking about this, but we shouldn't be scared of it. The fact
I'm
is
not scared. Let's
that
get
some
it.
things incur GST. I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't stop you buying cakes. It doesn't stop me buying cakes. The GST and all that sort of stuff. So, the GST is not a non-issue for us.
There was one from a while ago that we don't think we covered, from Mono Tremata. Matt, thoughts on the Daryl Bellotti design 2009, 2010, 2011 1 ounce silver coloured coins? Do you know the ones they're talking about?
Yes,
And
I'm going to suggest that these were a Downey's private issue. These would be, if I'm not mistaken, I could be way off the mark, off the top of my head.
I am putting you on the spot.
Yeah,
Here, so.
this is live television. There was a number of coins that had a traditional indigenous design, the Kangaroos, and Downey's commissioned someone to colour them, and it was this is sort of hot information. My understanding is they were not authorised to do so and found themselves in a bit of warm water with the mint as a result of, colouring a pre-existing coin, repackaging it and selling it as a new product. Not a new product, but you know what I mean. So as a result, they're quite collectible. Those, if you find those indigenous, they're like dot paintings of kangaroos that have been coloured. It's sort of like a plain timber box as well. It wasn't a mint issue
They
box.
haven't been authorised by the Mint. They're actually illegal to hold because you've tampered with Australian legal tender.
Oh, well, call ASIO, Michael. What do you want me to do?
AFP, not ASIO.
Yeah, I don't know.
Moving right along.
Moving right along.
Yeah.
Saga and Z want to know Matt's thoughts on white tiger silver antiquated
Antiqued.
Antiqued?
Coloured
antique
coin.
colour
Oh,
coin.
that's so cool. This is the Perth Mint one with
It
the
is.
red, it's not a cherry blossom. It's like the flowers on the coin that are coloured. I think that's a great design. I like when they show the full animal and it looks real. Some of them
is
look
that
a
the one
little.
that's lying down?
No, I thought it was climbing up or down a rock.
Oh, okay. All right.
You should have seen it.
I know I've seen it, but you'd say...
There are a lot of coins in the world. This is true. Yeah, I think it's great. I thought that was a really nice design, and I like when the antiqued finish on a coin ties in with the landscape. So it was like, if I'm not mistaken, the coin I'm thinking of, it's like a rock face, and so it's like a darkened antiqued finish.
Yeah, okay.
So it creates that real sort of depth as well as that rock-like appearance. So
Yeah.
I do like that. I'm a fan.
All right. Wombat's asked if eBay is a good platform for selling.
It can be. It's not something I do a great deal of, largely due to the fees, and it can get very complicated very quickly with the postage system and things like that. But it's a fine platform. It's like any other, It's not without its flaws, but it serves a purpose. I think that's the nicest way I could have put that.
Yeah,
It's fine. It just is.
I think you diplomatically sidestepped the landmines I set out for you.
You did, yeah. Everyone's, trying to throw me some curveballs, and I'm ducking, I'm weaving.
This is from Mono Tremata again. I have the 2015 Funnel Web Spider silver coins in cheap Chinese capsules. Been in them for 6 years, no dramas.
Oh, beauty.
So yes.
Can also another factor can be, it's not the be all end all, but storing it in a cool, dry place is also hugely important to the preservation of a finish on a coin.
Does anyone else, this is from Brucey Kibbutz, does anyone else just despise coloured coins? I can't stand the idea of covering up the precious metal.
Jeez. That's, I like them. I like some of them.
Yeah,
I can't paint with such a broad brush though. I've seen some that do look a little gaudy. Particularly some of the earlier attempts at colorization of the US Eagle. There was an Elvis series that just looks horrendous.
I've forgotten about that.
They effectively just plastered an image with no bearing on the original design straight over Lady Liberty. Stuff like that can be a bit how you going, but on the whole, yeah, it's a fair enough take. If you're a bit, I guess, a bit of a purist and you just want to see the metal and you're stacking. So that, I guess therein lies another difference between a stacker and a collector.
Yeah.
So a stacker just wants to see the metal, and that's what it's all about. But then once you start to go down that rabbit hole, the colour, it's not so bad.
I actually, sometimes I think they do it well. I think this year's coloured Lunar Tiger from the Perth Mint, I think they've struck a really great balance between leaving the plainness of the silver behind it in the background, but drawing the tiger out with the colouring on the tiger. And I think when they do things like that, it's beautiful. It really enhances the coin.
Yeah, if used sparingly, I guess is
Yeah.
the thing. Yeah, sometimes when I can see where he's coming from. If it's completely like awash with colour.
Yeah, when they go at it with the spray gun.
Yeah, exactly. And I think throwing back to the werewolf design, my thoughts on that were one of the positive things was that they actually allowed the space on the coin. They didn't feel obliged to just throw the kitchen sink at it and put everything in the design.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can allow it to find its place. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Susanna Blunt is the lady's name who's designed the Canadian effigy of Queen Elizabeth.
There you go.
There you go.
The research.
Yeah.
That's been bugging you for a while. hasn't it?
I didn't sleep. I had to figure that out. So I apologise, Susanna, but your effigy doesn't rock my world. I'm sorry.
I'm sure she'll take note of that, mate.
Yeah, she's probably doing it. Yeah, at an ice hockey game or something.
You got to look out for those Canucks, mate. They can take to you. Hi, Matt. Where can we find 1 kilo coin capsules?
Here, occasionally,
Yeah.
we try and get some spares in wherever possible, but I've had a few punters through the door that have had some incidents, like dropping of kilo coins. I had to laugh. One guy said it was his pride and joy, and he handed it to his friend on the day he got it, and his friend dropped it. I felt terrible, but on the odd occasion, it's something that we try and, wherever possible, have a little bit of a surplus from the Perth Mint, but it's not always easily accessible for us to get spares.
Yeah.
So I don't know anyone that commercially sells them. It's
Not
just
the kilo.
yeah.
Yeah. No, it's hard work. I often mention this. This is where a good relationship with your bullion dealer kicks in, because your bullion dealer can sometimes source these things where they're not available commercially.
Yep.
That being a point in case in point. Sorry, I went the wrong way
That's
around on that one. There was one on here that I thought we needed to touch on.
There's
No,
another
I've lost it.
question if you want to answer it.
Hang on, we'll come back to that one. The other one that you reminded me of it when you were doing that. We had one of our old videos, if you go back and look for it, was on a kilo gold coin. What do we call them? Epic buybacking.
Yep.
I don't think we called it back then, but it was effectively a buyback. And I'd actually sold this coin, this kilo gold Perth Mint coin, to this gentleman in question that had sold it back to us. And similar sort of thing, he'd taken it home, and it was the pride and joy, and he'd handed it around the family, and the daughter had dropped it and shattered the capsule everywhere. He was devastated, to a point where he actually ended up selling it back to us. And we highlighted it on a YouTube channel. Wow, look at this, it's come back in, blah, blah. And the backlash that we got from that, because it was outside of its capsule, and the fact that and I may not have even been wearing gloves. Possibly. I don't know about that. I'll have to go back and look. But we got huge backlash on it. The fact that it was out of the capsule, well, it was not our fault. It had been smashed. And the fact that the guy had actually allowed his daughter to touch this thing, and then she dropped it. I was just amazed at
It's still a kilo of gold. But that's the problem, right? If you'd never handled something like that before, I can see how, I get sweaty palms when tensions are high. If someone says, "This is my pride and joy, don't drop it. Here's a slippery capsule. See you later." DJ had a question.
Yeah.
Right. Another question was from BHSA Productions. Production. I should say. If I purchase unallocated gold in ounce lots, do I need to sell these back as for ounce, or can this be redeemed in 1/10, 1/4, 1/2 lots?
Please do it as ounces. But Michael is going to put me under the bus and say, just call us and we'll see what we can do. That's the impression. I'm preemptively going to respond to that and say the preference is the format that you've bought them in, but we're pretty cool guys. We can facilitate most things. Wherever possible, we'll figure things out for you.
We turn ourselves inside out to do what the customers want.
Basically, because things that technically can be done, it's hard to say no. It can be a bit more cumbersome and time-consuming, but generally we're not going to say no.
No.
And that's what I'm learning firsthand on the phones.
We might swear and curse a bit when we've hung up on the phone, but we'll probably do it for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, our preference is, I know sometimes we have people buy ounces or kilos and they want to claim back ounces, or they buy ounces and they want to claim back grams with gold and things like that. Look, we do it. It is painful, but we'll absolutely do it. So.
Yep. So there you go. You've heard it here first. Anything you want, let us know.
Within reason. Actually, you just reminded me, going back to that previous question about the size of the coins and like the fractionals. You're right with your collectability. Everything you said was 100% right, but you'll find that the 1/10, and you reminded me with this when you talked about the kookaburra.
Yep.
The 1/10 in the gold is a very popular collector size. So if something's coming in a 1/10, I wouldn't say that guarantees it's going to become red hot collector, but it certainly skews things in its favour.
Yeah.
And you mentioned the 1/10 Cook, so that's got a couple of things going for it. One, it's Perth Mint. It's a kookaburra. It's incredibly popular design. It's a very limited edition. It is the 1/10, so that ticks that box. And also, it's actually a private mintage produced by the Perth Mint in conjunction with one of the bigger dealers around the world.
Really?
So it's very hard for anyone else to get hold of it. So it's got a very limited source, if you like.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it ticks a lot of boxes. The 1/10 Cook, as much as I'd love to say get them from us, you never can.
Yep.
But it's absolutely one to grab if you're into that collector side of the bullion.
When you say a private sort of deal, do you know if it was domestic or was
It's
it
an international one.
How does that work? How does an international get first dibs on an Australian bird coin?
You've never heard
what a
money
wind
talks?
up. I have, but what a stitch up. Should be us look into it, Michael. We'll do the next one. That's
it is. I
interesting
mean,
one.
it's been commissioned by one of the overseas big boys in conjunction with the Perth Mint. The agreement that Perth Mint will have will be something along the lines of, you take most of them, we keep a small component of it, and they will sell it through the shop. But there'll be an exclusivity. So I can't, even though I've got a Perth Mint wholesale deal, I can't go into the Perth Mint and say, look, I want to buy those, because they'll say, oh, you'll have to go back to whichever overseas guy has the priority on it, and it's up to them to allow us. Occasionally we are able to partner with them, and we'll get the Australian exclusive access and that type of thing. But the 1/10 is one that I've never managed to crack, the 1/10 Cook.
Well, let's just go straight to the Canadian Mint.
Commission our
Yeah,
own.
let's get an exclusive maple for Bullion Now.
So one from Ben Harvey. Shout out to Ruben for helping me with my bullion pickup. Nice to be able to come into the store.
What a guy.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
very good. All right, we got any more questions? Because we should probably start wrapping this up, because we've actually
Just
gone
getting
over time.
warmed up. Yeah, all right. Just finding my groove here.
Plug the email for a second, make sure we can get some more questions fired through.
Yeah, so I think we ticked all the emails. So if you've got a burning question that strikes you during the week and you'd like us to go through it on the live stream, send your burning question to live, L-I-V-E, at YouTube.com.
What planet is this guy on?
Have a look on the screen. That's going to be far more accurate than I am. Live, L-I-V-E, at bullionnow.com.au. And we will endeavour to either, if it's a bit more of a one-on-one question, we'll probably shoot you through an email. But what we usually do is, as you've seen me do here, we print them out and we actually have a bit of a discussion on them online, which is always good.
Oh, TikTok. Emma is all over the TikTok. We saw her. I saw that was a good mustache.
Yeah, she's doing well grown.
She's grown there. She's put me to shame. I don't actually think you can see mine. We don't need to get the macro lens out. But
last year I bought the guys the felt stick-on ones.
We still have some of those.
Yeah, we should. Next
well,
week.
yeah,
we'll put
right. Next live stream.
It'll be you with your felt moustache.
Yep.
And it'll be Joe and his Mankini.
Beautiful. All right. Well, you've heard it here first. It's actually here.
It's actually here. He's a little shell-shocked.
Have we taken it out?
No.
I'll leave it for Joe then. Beauty. Well, there's something for everyone on this channel, huh?
That's right. All right. So we're wrapping up. Is there any other questions, boys, you want to jump out? Oh, you didn't give the social media.
Oh, TikTok, yeah. Instagram, TikTok, Bullion Now. Emma's doing a great job running all of that stuff. It's a lot of fun. So it can tide you over until the next live stream if you're unable to come into the store and see the gang. It's a good little bit of fun.
So that's it. We're going to be wrapping up. Thanks heaps for joining in. It's always good when we get the interaction. It makes it really worthwhile. So thank you for joining in. We will do another live stream next Friday, which will be the 26th of November at 2:30 Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time.
Excellent.
We'll have all the crew here, as far as I'm aware, barring any major mishaps during the week. If you're coming into store, 227 Collins Street in Melbourne, we are on level 6. And nowadays, you are more than welcome to come in, which is great to see. We're loving having people back in the store again.
Yeah.
So
it's a different energy. It's much more natural to be able to properly interact with people. It's good fun.
Yeah. 1300 84 84 10. Talk to the lovely Sylvia or the ruggedly handsome Matt. On that number, hopefully not for too much longer. Hopefully we can get you off the phones and back into the store again.
Wait and see.
Yep. Place your orders, bullionnow.com.au. You can send any questions or inquiries to sales@bullionnow.com.au, or if they're live stream questions, live@bullionnow.com.au. And I think that's pretty much it, isn't it?
I would think so. If there's anything else, we'll get to it next week.
Thanks for watching. We'll talk again soon. See ya.
See ya.